Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to do a quick little video here. This is a project share and I'm going to try to include a little tutorial as well. In my latest Jesse James Beads Design Ambassador shipment, they had sent me some of these, a pack of these beads. They're 12mm Czech tortoise pearls, and they're absolutely gorgeous. I love browns anyways, and these are sort of a little bit see-through. You can see them a little bit better here. And they have almost like a, well, they have like a little black swirl that goes through the middle of the sort of a amber colored glass bead, and they are absolutely beautiful. And I put several of them together to make this little bracelet here. I thought this paired really nicely with this silver. I couldn't decide if I wanted gold or silver, but I wear a lot more silvers than gold, so I went with the silver, and I really like how this turned out. Just used findings from my stash, bead caps, some spacers, and this little toggle. And this was a super easy bracelet to put together. You just make as many of these little like connector pieces here to put together and get the length in the bracelet that you need. Now this bracelet here measures about 7 3/4, so it is a hair big on me, because I like mine anywhere from 7 1/4 to 7 1/2. But because of the length of each little beaded piece, I wasn't able to get it any shorter than that, because it would have been way too small, like way too tight, if I had taken out one of these. So I'm okay with the little bit of extra room, because it's not so big that it flops off my wrist, but it does fit just a little bit looser than I normally wear. And also I made a pair of matching earrings. Well, I've got one earring made, and I'm going to just show real quick how I pieced together this section right here, which is the same one that I used over and over to make this bracelet. So it's just like a lot of repetitive work. You just make a bunch. Like I was just sitting here watching YouTube one night, and I was able to put all of these little sections together in just a few minutes. It did not take long at all. I already have the piece ready that's going to hang from the bottom of the earring, and so I'm just going to show the little middle section real quick. I have these in my stash. I think I got them off of, I believe, Amazon. I just purchased a set of like different lengths of eye pins and head pins. So there's like I have some really short ones and then a lot longer ones. So I like to get the different lengths, so you're not left with, having to cut away a lot of your wire here. You can get the right length for your project. And I will be using an eye pin. And of course, if you did have just the longer eye pin, then that would work as well. Or if you had just head pins only, you can always clip off the little flat end and make your own round loop on each end of it. And I'll just be using these little like needle nose pliers. And I use a pair of these like flat nose pliers just to help in opening up my jump rings, because I do have these teeny tiny like little 4mm jump rings that I use to attach the pieces together. Actually, for my earrings, I just hooked the loops on the eye pins together. I didn't use a jump ring on that. I did use a jump ring though for each of my little sections here on the bracelet. They were all put together with jump rings because I thought it would help give it a little bit more like movement. It wouldn't be quite so rigid if I tried to just connect the like eye pin loops together. I thought this way it'd have a little bit more movement. And of course you need some kind of ear wire. I just use these little fish hook ones that I get at Hobby Lobby. And I do get the ones that are nickel free, so don't have to worry about like allergies that much. And so then I also, of course, I use my round nose pliers in order to make my loop on the opposite end of the eye pin. So I just take my eye pin here, and I start out, I've got these like little spacers. I've had them forever. I don't even know where I got them from. They might be Metal Gallery from Hobby Lobby, but they're just very, very flat, kind of rounded discs, and I just put those at the bottom of the eye pin. And I've got these really pretty bead caps that I don't remember where I got. They may be Hobby Lobby as well. I get a lot of my metal findings from the Metal Gallery section at Hobby Lobby. And then take your bead, whatever kind of bead that you want to use, just slide it right on there. Top it off with another, okay, this only thing about these bead caps that have all those holes, it's hard to get it to go through the right hole. And then top it off with the last little disc. And I try to do my top loop in the same direction that the bottom loop is going, and to do that I just kind of put it facing away from me and hold it real tight with my finger, and then take my little needle nose pliers right towards the top of here and just give it a bend forward, and you can see that that bend kind of goes the same direction as the bottom loop. And you need to snip off the extra, and I try to, I mean, I just eyeball it, but it's about a, I'd say maybe not quite a ½ inch is what I keep on there, and just snip that little piece off. Take my round nose pliers, and you just want to grab it right at the tip and just roll it forward, and gives a nice little loop. And then I just take my needle nose pliers and just kind of straighten it out a little bit, and then I make sure that that loop is the same direction as the bottom loop. And if they get twisted a little bit, you can always take like another pair of pliers and just kind of wiggle it a little bit to get it going the same direction. And then once you have the loops the way you want them, you just find out where that opening is and just give it a little swing forward, and take your other bead there and just slide it on, and hope I'm in frame here, and then just swing that little loop right back, and you have your little earring piece. And then you take the ear wire, and there is a loop on that as well. Just open it up and hang your earring piece on there, and there you go. Super easy. And like I said, to make a bracelet out of like this same technique, you would just make a whole bunch of this little section and link them together. You could just link them individual, like each eye pin to the next eye pin, like just open up your ends and loop them all together. But I thought the jump rings helped add a little bit more movement to it. And I love the way this turned out. I've worn it a time or two, and it just really moves really nicely on my wrist. And it's not super heavy, but it does have a little bit of weight to it, and I just like the way it feels. I think it is a nice quality and just good feeling bracelet on my wrist. So there is my bracelet that I made with this set of beads from Jessie James, and I will have the link in the description below to this, as well as I did a unboxing, like a Instagram reel, because this past week I really didn't have much of a voice. I was having like sinus problems, and I couldn't talk that great, so my voice is now back more, pretty much, I'd say like 90%. But this is what I received in my Jessie James box of goodies to play with. All of these items are available on their website. I will go ahead and link all of these products down below, since I didn't get them linked. I didn't know if I could. I guess I could have put them in the description or a comment or something. I'm not really familiar. I don't do a whole lot on Instagram other than just post some pictures every now and then. But I will include these items in my description below, so if you're wanting to go check out any of them. And then also please check back here in probably a day or two. I'll be doing another video where I will show off all of the finished pieces that I made with this box. And so you can kind of see my ideas of what to do with these products. And I appreciate everyone for stopping by and watching. Hope you were able to get something out of this. Hope you were able to see everything and hear everything okay. And I will talk to y'all in the next video. Take care.